It's getting to the point that it all just burn. That's the only way we'll learn. Let the bodies burn and you can have it all. Yeah, you can have it all. You'll be alone. Everybody falls. Ignore all the suffering. Learn to play everything. Everybody falls. Get lost our humanity. Become our own enemy.
Hello everybody, this is another episode of Max 101. I'm here with my friend James Chas Dillon from the band Killset, heavy metal from Los Angeles. Man, how you doing, James?
I'm good. What's up, everybody?
Awesome, good to see you, brother. So you have a new video out there, right?
We do.
A new song.
We do.
So it's called Burn, and I know there's a special guest there. Well, tell me about it, man. I'm so excited to talk about this new song, bro.
Special guest. Special guest is Elias Soriano from the band Non-Point, and
Huge
we're all
band, man.
obviously, yeah, we're obviously all fans of that band, and the song we just got together and just started writing it. I mean, honestly, it started out as we actually, our manager, who's Dave Shivari, the drummer from El Nino, he's our manager, and we basically, he suggested something about a year and a half ago about, maybe you guys should maybe do a song and get a guest vocalist to appear on one of your songs. So we gathered up a list of who we wanted and who we can afford, and we just said, let's just make a list and see if we can get one of the guys in contact. Are making calls to their management, and he knew some of them. Mm-hmm. And we ended up going with Elias. Lejean from Seven Dust was one singer. Mm-hmm. Jacoby from Papa Roach was another singer.
Nice.
And yeah, and the last singer that we were talking about was Jared from Head PE.
Wow.
So
very good.
yeah, we were just. Yeah, it was just those four guys, and we were just like, Lejean was touring, Jacoby he had some problems with his vocals.
Oh, wow.
Remember, he blew his vocals.
Oh, man.
When Pop the tour, so he couldn't do it, so he wasn't available. Lejean was touring, and then Jared was recording, and Elias just happened to be a guy that was available.
Yep.
And we also felt that he kind of fit our style as far as like our style of music, and so on and so forth. Shivari, called him and said, "Hey, this is what's going on. What do you think?" And he's like, "Well, if the band's good, if everything's like jiving between, everybody, then I'm down to do it." So
this was before the coronavirus, where you could get together and record. Or this was after, and you have to, share files, or you know what I'm saying, like record a track and share it with another guy, and then a producer putting all together.
Actually, the song was written probably a year and a half ago. Yeah, so it was before the coronavirus. Yeah, the way it happened is, Shivari reached out to Elias and Luca and Shivari. And Elias were talking back and forth like three-way. Finally, I mentioned something to Luca. I said, "Hey, why don't you go ahead and get Elias's number, and just you guys start going back and forth instead of 3 or 4 people always talking to each other. Let's just do it that way." Mm-hmm. And we sent him a couple songs, song that we wanted to sing with him. And what happened is he wasn't feeling the song that we had for him.
Yeah.
So he actually ended up making a phone call to Chris, and he ended up talking. He said, "Hey, tell you what, why don't we just start from the top and write a song completely from the ground up? Let's just do that."
Very cool.
And yeah, and that's how that happened. He was in Florida. We were in California.
Yeah,
and we were
in Fort Lauderdale, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's very important what you're telling me, because when a musician doesn't feel a song, man, the 199.9% that song is not gonna turn out well. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably you have to re-record it. Like there's no energy. But Glenn Hughes from Deep Purple, he say if I don't feel a song, I cannot perform it. When he joined the Daisies now, so he say, dude, I'm not doing. For example, I'm not into easy songs. With chicks. Degrading chicks. I'm not gonna sing those songs. So so that makes a lot of sense now. I think you did the right thing to start from scratch.
Yeah, he wanted. Well, he not only did he want to start from scratch, but he also wanted to. He wanted to actually be a part of the song and actually be part of like producing it and stuff like that. Knowing he was going to record it, he wanted to be a part of the song.
Yeah, the collaboration, right?
Exactly. So we said, so what do you want? What do you want? He goes, tell you what, send me like 3 riffs, and I'll pick one that I feel is like that I can like come up with some melody.
Very cool.
And
that's a great idea, man.
I had 2 riffs, and my bass player Mark, he had another riff, and his riff was a riff that ended up being Burn. So we recorded it, put it on like a click track, sent it to him, and then he came back with something, put like a melody on it. We just kept going back and forth and stuff like that.
Very awesome.
There were some things that still needed to be tweaked out. So we said, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go in the studio this day. Can you make it? He said, let me look at my schedule. He ended up saying, yeah, I can do it. So we scheduled the recording on a Saturday.
Uh-huh.
He flew in on a Friday evening. We put him up in a room, and hotel room. We scheduled rehearsal at a studio in Burbank, and it was a 6-hour rehearsal. Because we said, let's hash this out. We got to get in a room, because we were going back and forth, and then we hit kind of a bump. I said, we need to get in the studio so we can like hash it out. So we booked practice for 6 hours on Friday, and then we went in on a Saturday morning and just started recording it.
Very cool.
Luca just posted a video on our page 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Part 1.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes in the making of the song, the recording of the song.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Going back to Killset, so I'm looking at the I don't know if it's a single cover, the guy with a mask and the like a soldier. I don't know, so I cannot see very well from here. So
that was only for the single Burn. It was only for the single Burn. When we wrote that song, ironically, that the song Burn is really about what's happening right now in today's society. It is. I actually wish we would have released it 2 months ago, when there was like chaos, when there was like rioting, looting, when everything was like really hard. But it's out when we put it out. That the graphics, I have a friend. I'm involved in the graphics.
Okay.
I'm the one that actually creates all the
art.
I'm the one that actually, I have a friend who lives down in Mexico City.
Okay.
And he does all the graphics, all the flyers for us.
Dude, that's awesome.
Sometimes
what's his
I'll
name?
have a Ferdel Calejo.
Dude.
You can go to our page. I tagged him.
Okay,
he's
cool.
tagged on our page. You can click on him, and he's a really cool dude. He's done a lot of really cool stuff for a lot of bands.
Okay, I thought it was confidential. Sometimes you don't want to share those things. Dude, that guy is amazing. What's that?
He actually drew that. When he found out we were doing it, he goes, please, amigo, please. I have to do that. He told me, he's like, I have to do the flyer for that single. I'm like, you got it, dude. I'm like, do you want me to like send you something? And he's like, no, I want to create this from the ground up.
Awesome.
And that picture right there he created, he sent it. There were some tweaks in it, that we did, you could see the Hollywood sign. It's
Yeah.
kind of burning.
Yep.
That was something that I added. Well, he added it, but I told him I need something in there that shows the Hollywood sign kind of blending off to the left there. It's kind of like
okay.
on fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
right.
I see it. That's a great artwork, man. That guy is a genius.
Yeah,
Very
he's
cool,
great.
man.
If you go to all of our page, if you go to our page, and you look at all the flyers for shows that
Yeah.
we've done, all those flyers are all like stuff I've done and submitted to him.
Yeah.
And then what he does is I just go back and forth. We message each other. I'm like, hey, I want this font. I want that. I want this. Like Burn Elias, he put with Elias Soriano. There's actually another version of it, but he kind of mixed things up. And when he does that, we just go back and forth until I
You
like
dig
it.
it.
When I like it, then I send it to the guys. I'm like, what do you think? And they're all like, we know you're going to come up with good stuff, so
Yeah.
we're going to like it. But
No, do that. That's amazing. No, do that. That's amazing. That immediately when Yvonne, laughing at, I want to send her a shout out. She's a very good friend of mine. When Yvonne sent me, all the, the information and the, material, so I got, hooked to that cover. That's, dude, that is a great work. Also, I'm a big fan of your previous video. I don't know if there's another one, but Closure, and I dig it, man. Closure is a great. I'm gonna put a little bit of it. Closure is a great song, man, and I like the idea of the text, and all that. Also very close to reality. The lights and the dark, and I think it's
obviously, you got Closure. Have you seen the other video? We released Closure in August. We released, on March 13th, we released the video I'm Done. Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't
Where
seen
we're out
that
in the
one.
desert.
No, I need to check that out, man.
You gotta see that one.
Friends and families fight, people die for our leaders' lies. We fight for their scraps while they laugh and they count their cash. Don't you see that they are the enemy? Don't you see they only really care about direct funds? Don't you
Yeah, a friend of mine. Yeah, a friend of mine did it, and so yeah, check out Closure. Check out, I'm Done. As far as the Burn. What I want to say is, if you're out there and you hear, I want everybody to tag Jose Mangan from Sirius XM
Okay.
Octane Radio,
Okay.
and tag Shannon Guns, and let's see if we can get. They got a thing on Octane that they do. It's called Test Drive, and Test Drive meaning they put the song in there and they test it to see if the audience likes it.
Okay.
So we want to try to get on Test Drive. And if we can get on Test Drive, we can let the people vote. And we're figuring if we can get on it with Elias as a vocalist, guest vocalist, I think we can do it.
Definitely.
I know.
Man.
Right. Just keep watching the video, keep sharing it, tag your friends, like it, stream it. The single's out for the song, obviously, any of our music. And just share it with your friends. Let's circulate this thing, make it go viral. We can get
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir. I'm in, man. I think